Nature.
Standing on the bare ground, my head bathed by the blithe air, and uplifted into infinite space, all mean egotism vanishes.
Nature by Emerson.
In the tranquil landscape, man beholds somewhat as beautiful as his own nature.
Nature by Emerson.
The sea changes its bed. Towns and counties fall into it.
Fate by Emerson.
The element running through entire nature, which we popularly call fate, is known to us as limitation.
Fate by Emerson.
In the woods is perpetual youth.
Walden by Thoreau.
To even begin to discuss the concept of transcendentalism without initial mention of Mother Nature is to mention Sue Butler without a fantastic figure. The two are absolutely inseparable. Mother Nature is the driving force of transcendentalism, the fuel to the optimistic, ethereal, diaphanous, good-natured, sparkly, fluffy fire. To paraphrase philosopher great Ayn Rand, nature is not the means to any end, it is the end. She makes it possible for one to erase all traces of personal ego, yet simultaneously realize the extent, or lack of, one's sublime potential. No more a giant among men than a speck of cosmic dust, we, as men and women, are at the mercy of nature. She is as beautiful as she is horrific, as kind as she is merciful. The presence of God exists in the sky above and the flowers afoot.
He must take himself for better or for worse for his portion. Trust thyself. Every heart vibrates to that iron string. Nothing is at last sacred but the integrity of your own mind. Whose would be a man must be a nonconformist. Limitation is suicide.
Emerson wishes to instill a sense of self-worth and independent learning. By learning on our own, we become independent and we can trust in ourselves. That to be an individual, we must be an individual. We should not and will not conform to the common good. We will be individuals even against the most adverse circumstances. Self-reliance in itself is the aversion of conformity. Only through the self-education and ability can each human unlock their unlimited potential, therefore leading to their understanding of community and their place in the world.
My utter impotence to test the authenticity of the report of my senses. What difference does it make whether Orion is up there in heaven or some god paints the image in the firmament of the soul? I become a transparent eyeball. I am nothing. I see all. The currents of the universal being circulate through me. I am part or parcel of God. The theme of the Oversoul, as exhibited in these statements, was a key point of Transcendentalism, and blended the ideas of individualism and the grand existence of God in nature. Both Thoreau and Emerson understood and advocated this sense of one's minuteness within the universe. To be in touch with the world, one must realize the insignificance of his petty personal problems.
I meet this American government, or its representative, the state government, directly and face to face, once a year. I heartily accept the motto that government is best which governs least, that government is best which governs not at all. Governments show thus how successfully men can be imposed on, even impose on themselves, for their own advantage. Can there not be a government in which majorities do not virtually decide right and wrong, but conscience? If the injustice has a spring or a pulley exclusively for itself, then perhaps you may consider whether the remedy will not be worse than the evil.
Thoreau believes that the government meddling in the lives of its citizens leads to civil unrest. The people need not be controlled by the government in every action they have. The will of the individual should control society. A government which governs not at all is the best, in Thoreau's view, because it leaves the individual the choice to control their life and develop a relationship with nature. This form of anarchical government would lead to a society in touch with its moral conscience.
We're done.
This is it.
This is it.
The conclusion.
The conclusion.
Capiche?
Capiche.
That's it.
That's it.
There's Kevin.
There's Kevin.
That's it. We're done.
We're done.
We're done.
We're done. We're talking.